Okay, hello, welcome. I just got back from Austin, Texas. Yeah. But yeah, I was there for the Austin Grand Prix. I was there all 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Flew in Thursday, flew out Sunday. This is gonna be like a vlog story time because I can't be like, oh my god, like let me vlog, like let me be like, oh my god, like I'm gonna record myself. I can't do that. It feels very internally cringy to me, especially as someone who used to watch a lot of vlogs and just seeing people do that in public cringes me to the bone. So I'll like insert any clips, any pictures. I'll insert while I'm talking about them. But I landed Thursday, but there was a fan event happening for Williams. Nor at least as far as I'm aware, Vowels wasn't there. Neither was none of the drivers were there, Franco or Albon. However, my friend did go to the event, and he managed to find Jensen Button. And I'll insert a clip of that here now. On Thursday, it was crazy. I had work. I finished work, and then I flew right away. Got on a plane, went to Austin, Texas, and then as soon as I land, I was like trying to hurry to get my bag because I had to check it in. Anywho, um, Austin Airport. I had higher expectations. It was like the most airport of my life. Like I was like, oh okay. Like when I first got there, I think it was just the terminal at the time. I was tired, but as soon as I stepped out of the as soon as you step outside of the, at least during the race week, when you step outside of the airport, right outside on, I think it's on the left hand side of the door. There's this giant. Is this like an actual Lego? No. So this is. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Cancel. So there is a actual Mercedes Patronus. I have the picture. I'll show you guys. But there's like this actual Mercedes Patronus car over here. Like there's the actual Mercedes AMG Patronus car. And then this is like a Doug Collab with Lego, and I think I'll actually just like So there was this entire Lego stand. There was this picture is blurry. It's not focusing, but there is like this Lego McLaren thing picture that they had. They also had, which I found really interesting, is this is that Mike Modelo's? No, this Michelob. It's some sort of beer, I guess. I don't know. I don't drink. But they have this Williams thing um with uh with Williams. It has a picture of Colapinto and um Alex Albon. I'm trying to get this to focus, but I'm just gonna insert the picture here because I think that'd be easier. Um, and yeah, so I stayed with a friend. So it was kind of late, so I just sort of went there. And I just sort of went there late at night. I arrived at like 9 or 10, and we stayed up like talking about what we're gonna do, what we're gonna pack. I'll talk about the bagging restrictions and my experience, my drama, if you will. Um, yeah, I stayed with a friend. He lives like half an hour away, so I was like, it's not that bad. So stayed with him, and so on Friday, if you guys don't, yeah, on Friday, if you guys don't know what happened on Friday, there was I think the only thing was the sprint qualifying. That was the only, I think, no, there was free practice one, and there was the qualifying for the sprint race. I don't exactly remember who the exact order. Actually, you know what? Let me search that up right now because I was there, but I don't remember. But anyway, those were the events that were happening on Friday. And then so I didn't know what the bagging restrictions were. I thought they were going to be very strict about it. They were not. We'll get into it. So I had this fanny pack. I had sunscreen, lotion. I had a notebook and a Sharpie and a dream. If I met a driver, I'm gonna get an autograph. That never happened. So sad. Like like crying sad. Like, oh my god, it didn't happen. But you know what? It is what it is. I mean, there's nothing more that I could have done. I can't be like these fan girls and stalk them. That's too crazy. I mean, I could have stopped Tunnel 1, but oh, hold up. Okay, but yeah, so the event started. It was the first day, so we wanted to sort of see what was happening, what was going on, and so we woke up at like 6 in the morning, and we got ready by 7:30, and we got there by like 7:45. It was the first day, so we went there. So COTA has a few entrances, and we went the one that's closest to us, which is like the back part, which has this. So the way that it works is they have this rideshare pickup lot where you Uber and stuff like that, and then it's like a mile walk to get to the entrance of COTA, and then you have to walk a shit ton in there. I think it was stupidly set up. There was like a shuttle, but there were way too many people. Um, I'll insert a clip of um of what I saw on the way there. Like we got there. It was kind of shit. I'll show you like a video of the entrance now. God, I feel like a tourist. Oh my god, you can see it. Um, there was, I'll show you the entrance. And we also took, so listen, here's the thing. It was really difficult for us to, um, it's a long walk. It's a long, tiring walk. And we did not want to do it, especially like 7 a.m. in the morning, like 8 a.m. in the morning. It was just not. It was not it. It was not the vibe. But luckily we found this guy. I think his name's like F1, like Austin Tractor or F1 Austin Tractor. He might have a TikTok page, but he has this tractor and this like trailer behind that he hooks up, and he takes people from there's like this intersection where a parking lot to downtown, like the shuttle area at lane and the parking garage lane, they converge together, and then there's a main road that takes you to the entrance. So we took that the very first day. That took us straight there to the entrance. Look at the new whip. Oh, it's so beauty.
Yeah, I went to Monaco. Monaco's even cheaper. I mean, like,
Lifesaver, honestly. It especially end of the day. We'll get there. But yeah, so we took that to the entrance, and I took this picture of the map. There is another video of it, which I will share with you guys after this clip. And so I have like a few other entrances. So we had the Costco tickets. So Costco pickup. We have this like wristband. I'll do like an entire section at the end of the like a noticeable part at the end of this video. You can like skip forward if you just want to watch that of like the wristbands and the sort of everything that we saw and experienced over there at Austin, Texas at Austin. Like I got a lot of merch and a lot of free merch, and like I'll talk about it. But yeah, so there are like a lot of videos of just me being at the Austin Grand Prix and sort of just seeing stuff that was there. And sort of but yeah, so I'll insert like a slew of clips here. Oh my god, wait. Okay, so we got our bands, we got in. The line, they're pretty fast with it. But I noticed I had a fanny pack. Not a fanny, but like a crossbody bag, which is like this like really short, tiny crossbody bag that I had. Because I thought the restrictions were going to be so strict, but they were really lax with it. It was really relaxed. It was really calm. There wasn't anything that was like, oh my god, you can't do this, you can't do that, you have to do this. There was nothing. So I was being scared and delusional for nothing. Like I literally didn't have to stress a thing. I could have brought a backpack, and I did like the next 2 days. But yeah. So if you're ever at COTA, and if you ever go, I highly recommend wear comfortable shoes. It's a long ass walk to the entrance. If you Have the patience. Please wait for transportation. It will be a lifesaver because you have to walk so much when you go inside of COTA, anyways. So you might as well save yourself some mental relaxation. But yeah, I'll show you some clips. But this is like a Formula One concept car that they had over there. It's the show car. They also have the actual drivers' championship trophy, and has names of all the drivers. Um, yeah, I'll just like yeah. So this is the trophy. It's gonna be blurry. I'm sorry. This is too much of a pain in the ass. But it has the names of all the winners. So it has like Max Verstappen, it has Alan Prost, Kiki Rosenberg, Nico Rosenberg, it has Michael Schumacher. Obviously, there is Lewis Hamilton. Um, there's also this Lego stand. Oh, whoa, whoa. Yeah. So there's this circuit at COTA. There's this Lego stand where you can make your own Lego car, which I did make, which I will show you at the end of the video. But there's this picture of the Lego stand. I don't know why it's not focusing. It's whatever. But right next to it there was this Amex thing where if you have an Amex card, you get certain benefits, and you get to do this like really fun thing. I don't have Amex. My friend does, so we were able to get in. So they give you this like so it's a really long line. It took us like 2 hours. Unfortunately, because of that, there were a couple of race interviews which we missed, which I'm very sad about because I was really looking forward to the McLaren one, and the Williams one, but we missed that unfortunately. But we did watch on Saturday. I'll describe it to you because that was really exciting. Even though I know I couldn't get an autograph, just to know that I was in a same space, like not even like 50 feet away from like some of my favorite drivers was absolutely insane. But yeah, so there was the sort of Amex experience thing that they were doing. So they had this like walkway. They had this like walkway with lights. You had this iPad game, pretty much, that you could make like this iPad game, which sort of tells you what's your driving style, and based off of that, your experience varied. I'll give you more of a deep dive story on that when I get to the merch because I want a little something. But yeah, so we did that. They gave a few goodies, which was exciting, and so then after that, um, I don't know what Quad Luck is. Piastri is like a sponsor for them, or like they sponsor him. But there's this picture of Quad Luck Piastri in a Quad Luck uniform. Maybe they sponsor him. I don't know. That's supposed to be Piastri. Like, yeah, that's Piastri. But yeah, that was there. There's also the picture of his helmet. Um, I've ordered his I've ordered his Miami one, which it's taking so long. It's gonna take like 2 months to come in, but I'll make a video on it. But yeah, these are just some pictures of the track. That they're there. Oh, this one's okay. So like, when you go to turn one, like turn one has like the grandstands, and then the opposite side of that is the track, and then there's the paddock. And so on the walkway, it's like this long ass line, right? It's a really long line. It's a really long line, and there are a lot of stores. So there is this Ferrari one, which I will insert. Honestly, for this one, I'll like insert the picture that I'm talking about over here. But there's this like Ferrari. Like each store has their own stall, and so Ferrari had their own. I did take a picture with it, but I was sweaty. I was wet. It was sticky. I was sticky. So I'm not gonna show that picture, but I'll add a picture there again. Um, but I'm I'm literally adding. So if you guys don't know, I'm literally talking about it as I do it. Then I'll like edit, and then I'll add picture. And so I'm gonna have to like figure out how to do that, but that's fine. That's whatever. I just need to have this stuff recorded so that it won't be a pain in the ass. But yeah, so there's this. I'll. Whoa, why is if I lower my brightness, I think that might. Oh yeah, lowering the brightness definitely helps. So if you guys can't tell, there's like this mural that they make. So there's this guy shading a Coca-Cola bottle. There's just it's a really long extended mural of sorts. And there's also this picture of Daniel Ricciardo. That's oh God, yeah, Daddy Week. Hold up, Daniel Ricciardo. Oh wow. Oh yeah. So there's that picture of Daniel Ricciardo. Here is of the mural. Oh, it did focus. Yeah, the mural that I was talking about. Oh my God, I'm a genius. Like I'm such a professional YouTuber. Um, and so there's this COTA one. This one, there's not much to say. This is just like the entrance. This is like the grandstand wall that there is. There's also this F1 Experiences Lounge, which has like pictures of a bunch of different drivers. There's Lando, there's Charles, there's obviously Sir Lewis Hamilton, Carlos Sainz, and stuff like that. Um, and so this is like the stall, like the main pillar where they show the rankings, and they're pretty much at every single corner. But this is like the main one. This is like the main one where they have P1 through 10, the lap time, the lap and the like actual like time, watch time. And so this is the view from turn 1. This is like the straight and then the very first turn of the COTA track. And then these are just like a bunch of more pictures of it. I have a couple of videos um of the track that I shall share. I'll also add a couple of stuff that my friend took on like an actual camera, which is really interesting. But yeah, there I have a lot of clips of the day of the track itself.
Now, you've got an hour. That's not that long in Formula One terms because each outlap in a 3.4-mile circuit takes time. You're not up to full speed. You'll be getting down to speed. But you've got to look at the track. You've got to go through getting the brakes and the tyres up to temperature. You've got to set the car up for the qualifying session. So I was doing long runs, but you perhaps
down, then you have to speed him up. George Russell looks like he's coming up to speed, maybe trying he's still got hard tires on the car. Maybe trying a fast lap here on the hard.
I suppose you want to try to every then the two McLarens and then the two Mercedes. Good start by Magnussen in the American Hasti in 8th. And Sonoda getting
sense of if you can't adjust it in park firme or after, why put a seal on it? It's already effectively sealed, so that kind of raises a bit of an eyebrow. And then the wording of you can't get to it when the car's fully prepped.
Actually has a quarter of the season, 6 races, to prove he is able to keep that seat, if not progress further. Maybe go into Red Bull big time. In terms of track temperature, it has gone up 34.
Soft tires.
Okay.
And don't forget, of course, this is the year of the race. And the idea was essentially have a 100-kilometer sprint, no pit stops.
Checo. Another steak. Haas, another Haas.
When they start in the top 8, actually get to score have what you have at the start of the race and go for it. Strategy is not part of
There's no pit stop during the race itself. On this track, passing is difficult. Only 2 DRS zones here. Consider that Singapore. You had 4 of them. So it's going to be all about positioning the car properly for a pass if you need to. Track position. So many questions to be answered. And so many talented drivers and very capable cars, particularly this year. Find out.
I'll tell you what, it's come at you fairly quickly, so pay attention, folks, because this thing starts going off fairly quickly, and there's not a lot of time for breathing space, and any mistakes will be absolutely penalised. In this first qualifying race. Great to see so many of you at the top. And it's been a tough few years, pandemic, etc., etc. But COTA, like many other tracks, weathered the storm. Been racing here since 2024, and this man is looking to get his last 6 races kicked off with a double win like last year. At the top in terms of results, anyway, was at the Australian Grand Prix where he was first and second. But Ferrari looking good, and I'm with folks this one. The idea that Ferrari could easily take the ball here
Dominated the series in the last 2 consecutive World Championships. Everybody thought this would be the 3rd one. A walkover. It's not the way it's been.
He's getting himself lined up for a flying Verstappen. And this should start him off as he heads down the main straight, past the main grandstand, give him away as he heads up towards Big Red for the first time. 133, he'll go flying here. See the apex, he's slowed right down in the back. Yeah, Mercedes alongside in the sometimes.
Softness in his tire.
I know, it's going to be
I might have no option.
Huh?
I might have no option. This is the easiest.
And he beat Russell's 32.8. He's looked good, he's looked smooth. This has been a good one. Sides of Spain. One more turn to go.
133.089. Not good enough to time George Russell.
But Norris goes quicker. He goes second to he too didn't beat Russell's time, but he does beat Carlos Sainz's time.
By 6 thousandths of a second. You can't blink that fast.
Leclerc goes second quickest behind Russell. Nobody's stopping Russell at the moment, so Russell definitely, depending on what this man does, looking good so far. Hulkenberg does a good first sector and second sector. Verstappen always strong through this section over the years. Leclerc pole position last year, remember? Verstappen right there with him. Now what does he do this time for the sprint? And he does go quicker. 132.833, very close again. The pole, and that gets a nice rack of applause from the Red Bull team.
Flag waving, still out there.
Well, they needed that at Red Bull. It's not been a last few weeks, and the break has not been easy for them. They needed to bounce back, and this could be just the injection they needed of impetus. But it's so close. Leclerc's not gone any quicker, so I think that's him done.
Off we go. All sides.
He's chasing 25 to Russell second. Soft tires, remember, these should be the fastest laps of the day so far. Just the one practice this morning. So far, he's hit his paces, just a little nudge there. Lost him out of sequence, but so far so good. That won't have lost him too much. Over 10 he comes. Hitting his marks again. Turn 11. Because he really couldn't gauge what he had to do, could he? Well, that's not easy for a racing driver. No,
Sometimes you're
anybody else, in fact, it's actually quicker than most. Passes through, Verstappen goes second, I guess, with a 33.
Leonard Russell. He went
22.8 by Russell. First man in the 32s.
Best by anyone.
State by State will be playing tonight. It's amazing. They come right underneath him as well. Right here. The best here. Yeah, that's why they got now. He does want to obviously traffic here. Let's hope he doesn't get Pinto's way. He's chasing on, but his teammate.
So it wasn't that corner. You might say to yourself, well, it looked like he was full off. He's going to lose that back. But it's a warm-up lap, so it's not important. This is the lap that matters.
Glad they got rid of that bump at the entry to 2. That was a problem for both cars and bikes. Lots of sparks. Remember, there's not a penny load of fuel in the qualifying session, so they really are, ride height-wise, pushing the limits. And that's been a subject of much consternation in the last 24 hours, including Red Bull's mission. Russell into 11. Piastri slightly slower, and Piastri slots in to 7th overall, so it's not
Just don't want to.
issue of some sort. In this first qualifying race, great to see so many of you active on the circuit. It's a real full house here for the Friday. So Epstein and his team. And it's been a tough few years. Racing here since 2012, and this man is looking to get his last 6 races kicked off with a double win like last year. At the top in terms of results anyway, was in the Australian Grand Prix where he was first and second. But Ferrari looking good, and I'm with Buxton on this one. With the idea that Ferrari can easily take the pole here in the first
Dominated the series in the last 2 consecutive world championships. Everybody thought this would be the 3rd one in a walkover. It's not the way it's been.
Just getting himself flying down 4, flying Verstappen. And this should start heads down the main straight, past the main grandstand, give him a wave as he heads up towards Big Ben for the first time. 33, you'll know like here. The FX is slowed quite down and back, so he's obviously not thinking that this is the time to go. Zach Brown, the CEO, is on for a year they're having. Celebrated their 60th year last year. This year, though, has turned out to be this man. I know Norris gets a little low near the end.
Very tricky section.
Norris trying to set the pace here. Magnussen at 1:34.4 sets the pace alike. But comes across the line now and does set the fastest time.
Fresh, soft tires.
And don't forget, of course, this is the year of the race. And the idea was to essentially have a 100-kilometer sprint. No pit stops. Actually get the score place. You know, have what you have at the start of the race and go for it. Strategy is not far.
Of course, no pit stop during the race itself. On this track, passing is difficult. Only 2 DRS zones here. Those are the gaps to the right that we're accustomed to seeing. They get smaller yet as the day goes on.
Hockenberg gap.
Second times.
No. And the clock is ticking down, so this is a fine lap.
So this is going to be a real lap of contention. Mercedes over the line. Time for Pierre Gasly. He's got P4. Where can Russell go? And now Hamilton has 2 corners to go. Can he put himself in Sergio Perez?
And it is 2x2 because you've got the 2 Ferraris, then the Red Bull, then the 2 McLarens, and then the 2 Mercedes. Good start by Magnussen in the American Asti in a team. And Tsunoda getting the better in the end. So good start from Yuki. He bounced back well there. Practice starts.
Sergio Perez down in 16th. 1 spot behind Lance Stroll. Pierre Gasly turned the tables on his Alpine teammate, Esteban Ocon. Now it's Gasly in 12th, Ocon in 17th. And Valtteri Bottas in the Sauber, who showed so well in the early lapping, 18th, followed by Franco Colapinto and Zhou.
Charles gets a chance to do a practice start at the end. Particular session, and it may not look the most exciting for the drivers, it is both on the dirty and clean side. Most of them take to the clean side and the track because it's kind of a slingshot. This is pretty if you have to start on the left hand side, but there's your result then. Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc, the top 2, Ferrari 1 and 2. Max is in 3rd position at just 0.2 off their time. Further down after Max is McLaren, Norris and Gasly. See there? And then Hamilton, Russell, the 2 Mercedes. Flag for Haas. Denmark and 8th. Alonso 9th. Tsunoda rounding out 180 is one of the few to go in. Back down from 6 drivers, 33s in the closing seconds. Zach's had enough. He'll leave Andre Stella. What a stellar It's already used the pump. I mean, no, it has been, hasn't it?
No,
Tell us.
No, you don't. Next car pushing is Philip.
Next guy pushing is.
Well, I want to watch him.
Yeah, he's very good. Maybe just talking about how slippy it is out there. I think that is going to be a factor, and I think it's because of what you said. There's probably a lot of dirt down, and it blows off him. You mentioned him already. And I do think there's a bearing on how you break it to hit the straight line. That's how you need to do it. So keep your eyes out. You could get some.
What's displayed here?
Mentioned that it's a 2002 base with MotoGP, and it was very bumpy before MotoGP, the two-wheel version. And then they had faced just. We don't know the exact cost, but I estimate having you're talking 10 million to 20 million.
Absolutely. Everyone anxious to get out on the Friday practice sessions. When you come to the sprint weekend, you get one practice, and then this afternoon, in just a few hours' time, set up tomorrow's sprint race.
And yeah, it was a really fun day one. We had normal tickets that day, so we didn't have anything that was like super crazy or super exciting or anything of that sort for COTA. On the first day, we had the general pass, so we sat at turn one. It was a long walk to turn one from the entrance. My God, we didn't know there was a tram, but the tram goes all the way around, then to turn one, and then all the way around. Like there's no filler in between. So it was a long walk. I think I had like 17,000 steps and like 7 miles, which was insane. But yeah, and so we had to walk all the way back, and it was a pain in the ass. I was wet, and Uber canceled on us like 3 times. It was not fun. It was just not. It was not a fun time getting back. But it is what it is. Actually, you know what? I'll just show you the picture. But yeah, so this is me. With Carlos and Charles. Yes, is that fanboy of me? Absolutely. And we went to the fan event that was there, and we took a lot of pictures. I am not going to show all of them because that would take way too much time. But I'll do like an extended like detailed story time with all the pictures that I took. But I'm gonna add all these videos and play them like parts of the stuff that I did record, that I was able to record about the race and stuff in general. And so pretty much like there's not a lot of pictures after that are honestly worth mentioning. But pretty much we went to the race interviews, and we all waited for Ferrari, obviously, and then there was this really fun scene at the end where someone threw a cowboy hat that said 55 Carlos on it, and then Carlos put it on. He put it on, and then someone threw a hat of his a bunch of Carlos and Charles faces as a bucket hat, and then Carlos picked it up and tried taking off Leclerc's cap, and Leclerc was like, no, so he just put it on top. I'll insert a picture if I can find it, but it was a really nice moment. And so then we watched the Mercedes one, and then we watched the MoneyGram Haas and the Oracle Red Bull one. By the way, Checo fans are insane. I didn't know he had that many fans. Like, it was crazy. He was like, anytime he did anything, he just showed up. Everyone was like, ah! It was crazy. I didn't expect that to be honest, but again, it is America's.
Talk about Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, oh my God, and Haas. Well, let me see these signs. Let me Guys, this is incredible. I love the signs. I love the dedication. I love you like you love hamburgers. Incredible. Max, I'm so proud of. I saw you yesterday. Checo, can you sign my cap? That's really, well, a hat trade, I don't know. I'll do what I can. Rock, paper, scissors for Cap, the GOAT. We're gonna see him later today. Yep, Lewis Hamilton is about to be on this stage. Yes!
Oh, you weren't gonna scream, huh?
And Roscoe, I wish Roscoe was here. I don't know if he is, but my goodness. Are you guys just having the best time ever?
Sure.
Me too. Oh, so if you made a bracelet for Charles, I see a lot of the drivers wear them. So I'll make sure he sees you and just chuck it up on stage. Yeah, hopefully he wears that. Yeah? I can't, it's race week. I know. Who wants to work? It's race week, right? We got a lot of stuff going on. We have a lot of things that are happening. Well, what an incredible crowd for round 19 here in Austin, Texas. What about Mercedes? Red Bull and Haas. That's so good. And a little bit later too, we're gonna have F1 Explains with Christian and Katie. Yep, and they're gonna have, what's happening? Oh, I am so sorry. I am remiss in my duties. Get loud for Alpine!
Okay.
You can imagine how distracting it is up here, looking at all these beautiful faces and talking about race cars and drivers and all the good things that are happening, right? Like, I am so happy to be here. But yeah, so Alpine, of course, I didn't want to forget them. Listen, I love it. We are gonna get going in just a few minutes. Just wanted to update you with what's happening. Again, don't go anywhere. We will be right back with...
No ordinary humans. Those who can tame machines and taunt the laws of physics. You can steer a thundering rocket through 24 formidable tracks with a screaming engine half as hot as the surface of the sun. G-force pummeling their bodies at every gut-twisting turn. Head to head, wheel to wheel. Arms wrestling, hearts pumping, brains analyzing, knowing every blink is up to 20 meters of darkness. Competing for glory as much as survival. They call it a sport, but this is not a game. This is Formula One.
Hey, show me those signs. Get them up, get them up, get them up. Let me see. You guys have put so much effort. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love all of it. All of this dedication, all of this fandom, all for these drivers coming up in just a... Ladies and gentlemen, Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz!
Are you gonna kick it, or should we kick it or throw it?
Oh, hold my phone.
I don't know.
I'm gonna kick it.
I can do the. How about you kick it? Yeah, but I gotta hold it.
You're gonna hold it. No, it's the other side. I'm right-footed. I don't know. If Toto's watching, he's gonna.
Not the TV,
Wait.
Not Total Wolf.
It's a bit slippery here. Hang
Oh,
on.
this is about to go wrong.
This is gonna go wrong. All right, let's go.
Come on, George, you got it. That's a good one.
It's gone to
The
McLaren
goalpost
fan.
is there, mate.
I was aiming for it. I was aiming straight
Oh,
at
you're
it.
doing a
George,
curler.
did you see George Jack Russell right here?
George, Jack Russell. How you doing? Is
And the puppy?
Oh, is that actual Jack Russell here? How you doing, guys?
Oh, what the is this?
You know, I had questions for you guys, but I think at this point we're just gonna hang out with the crowd.
My leg is hurting after that.
No, not before the GP, George. Well, listen, I have a couple of questions for you guys. Hope that you don't mind that I ask. And Lewis, I'd like to start with you, as you always bring such incredible style to the paddock, and you were just announced as co-chair for the Met Gala, ladies and gentlemen. And it's titled Superfine Tailoring Black Style. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's your responsibility there?
Firstly, it's crazy because I mean Anna's been amazing, but the journey of like meeting Anna, who's such a prominent figure.
Bree. Wow, this is one of my most favorite experiences, I think, ever. Listen, we have a 5-minute break before the. Oh, gentlemen, what's happening? Gentlemen, how are you? Max, I'm going to start with you. How's your day been here in Austin?
Yeah, very good, very good. I mean, I see Jesus Checo, so my day's even better now.
Did you see Max Verstappen? Did you see the dog that's here, Max Verstappen?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
That's so cute.
It's really cute.
That's awesome. Nico, how are you?
Very well. I mean, it's great to be in Austin. Amazing, incredible atmosphere. Great, one of the best weekends of the season. So yeah, I'm enjoying myself.
Kevin, are you as well? How's your day?
Hi, everyone. It's great to be here. You know, it's always a fantastic night.
Hey, Checo. All right, guys, give it to him. There it is.
It's great to be here. It's really unbelievable the support, and I'm really happy to be here.
Oh, well, so Checo, just starting with that, your fan base is so loyal and so dedicated to you. They must absolutely lift you up during the weekend.
Yeah, it definitely does. It makes a huge difference. I know the big support that I get. Sometimes you forget when you are so far away, and when you're coming back here in the US and Mexico, you realize the amount of support you get when you're home, and I'm very grateful to all these people that come here and support me.
Yeah, amazing. And K-Mag, in an interview, I'm going to step over here for just a second so you can hear me.
Otherwise you
In
might
a
get hit.
recent interview, you had said that you knew the Austin upgrades were coming. What are you hoping to maximize with the Austin upgrades this weekend?
Well, downforce, I think, Nico's been running the upgrade this week and it's been looking good, so I get it for this afternoon's qualifying, and hopefully I can match Nico's pace from yesterday and get some points tomorrow.
All right. And Nico, this slide is for you. Points on the table last round, a really hot one. Do you lean into that momentum, or is each race a clean slate?
I hope so. I hope we do lead into this momentum. I mean, yesterday was already a good start to the weekend. Starting P6 was not to be expected necessarily, so it felt good so far. But obviously, you have to, day after day, just convert it, stay clean, and do a good job.
Here's a closer up of so they built this Lego car. It was 157,000 pieces. It was crazy. We built our own, and so I will insert two pictures. So on that same day, on Saturday, we watched the qualifying race and the qualifying times. I think my friend has some videos that I will insert. Not insert, but like cut to. Okay, so now that we're back from those videos, it was insane. Max won the sprint race. Lando came P3. Carlos came P2, baby. But what sucked, kind of, not really, but was that no, it was interesting to watch. For the sprint qualifying, Charles was ahead, and so Carlos was fighting Charles at any time he had to sort of take the lead and to get ahead, which as he should. He tried three times at our turn, didn't happen. I think one of the videos showed that, but then he did it, and then he overtook him, and then he overtook Lando, and then he was so close to overtaking Max, but then the time was over. The like 19 laps hit, and I was like, God, he was so close to winning that sprint race, so close. He was on fire. He was absolutely on fire that day, which is so cool. Um, but yeah, after that, there was a sprint qualifying. George crashed, which was surprising to say the least. But that allowed Lando to get pole. All the other drivers had yellow flags, and it was near the end. So the only thing they could do was get a pseudo fast lap, and nothing was faster than Lando. But I do think Sainz could have had that pole, so could have Leclerc. Ferrari was just crazy that day. And then we went to an Eminem concert. I want to insert clips so badly, but I don't want to get copyright struck just in case, so I'll insert pictures. But yeah, that was absolutely insane, crazy. It was really fun. We had to leave early because the traffic gets really bad. And some girl fainted, like dead ass fainted. So that was not really good. But they have this. This is a really blurry picture, but they have They have this observatory deck at COTA, and that had it's like America, whatever. And then oh my god, my jaw. I'm so tired from talking. Oh my god. So then finally it was Sunday, and Sunday was hot, hot to say the least. It was quite the weather was quite unpleasant. It was quite warm, and our turn was all the way back. Not excited about that whatsoever. But it is what it is. You know, we went to the drivers' parade. Um, no, hold up, sorry. Yeah, so we went to the drivers' parade. We sat there. We got to return. I had my. Then a lot of stuff happened. I'll talk about that. And the items that I got as a result. But yeah, so we took the tram to the race, and I'll insert a lot of clips of almost everything that happened. And so yeah, so we saw the drivers' parade. We saw like Ferrari go by. Everyone yelled. McLaren went by. Everyone yelled. Red Bull went by. Everyone yelled for Checo. And yeah, so on and so forth. And then they did the formation lap, and then the race. So the race itself, I will have it in the end screen of this video. I have a full breakdown of the Austin Grand Prix. And I will most likely have a uh, championship breakdown, constructors championship breakdown by the end of this week, or if not next week. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, so we watched the race. First 10 laps were amazing. Last 10 were also amazing. The middle was boring as shit. I won't elaborate much more. You're here for the vlog and story time. So make sure you check out that video. If not, you're gonna miss out. But yeah, and so after that, you know, so this was really interesting and cool and really like ah. So after the race ended, we tried to run to get to the podium to see the podium live. Unfortunately, actually, no, not really. We just barely got there to watch some of the podium. My friend has this crazy zoom in camera, and he got some amazing pictures of the podium, and I took some off Instagram to print out. So I will do a detailed story time about that. But on the way there, we got to run on the track, like the actual racetrack. Because if you don't know, after the race, at least in Austin, they open up the track where you can run and walk and do whatever you want on the track, if you should choose to. And so after all of that happened, we sort of we took the podium and then we left, and then I had to rush home. I had to rush to the airport because my flight was at 9. We got free by 6, so it was cutting in close, but it was really fun to sort of be on track, get pieces of tires. I might be delusional that and say that they're Carlos's, but they're not. But it's whatever. Okay, I'm back. So I have all of the stuff that I've got for free, and I'll sort of do a history breakdown of the stuff that I got. So, if you guys watched up until this point, which I hope you have, but if you skipped it, so there are like every couple of feet there is some sort of store. There's an F1 store, Oracle store, Ferrari store, McLaren store. There's so many Red Bull stores. It's honestly quite frightening the amount of merchandise that Red Bull is trying to sell you. Same with Ferrari. Obviously, not as much, because I'm guessing a lot of the stuff with Red Bull is because of Checo Perez, but we'll get to that. But I got this Ferrari bottle. This was not for free. I had to pay for this. This was I'm going to keep this bottle. I'm going to use this bottle, but I'm going to keep the box as a souvenir, a remembrance of. See, I'm conflicted because I feel like this is what the bottle actually looks like. Side, like this is how big it is. ASMR, whatever. It has this like squishy top thing where you can like hook it onto stuff. It's like a hydro flask kind of thing with a metallic interior. I need to wash this at least once because it has that like really like closed kind of like. I don't want to say it in English because I know this word only Punjabi like slabby smell है थोड़ी जी ਇਹਦੇ ਚ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ but it's nothing that I can't wash away. But yeah, I I want to use the bottle. Obviously, I'm afraid of getting it scratched. I don't know how good it will entirely be if I'm being frankly honest. Um, but yeah, I kind of want to keep this as like a memory, because it's not every day you get to go to a Ferrari. If you don't get to go to a race every single time, every single year, hopefully I can go again next year because I want to do one race a year at least. Yeah, this is one thing that I got. I don't know. I'm so conflicted. I don't know whether I should keep it. Should I get rid of it? I don't know. Let me know. Because again, it's just a plastic box in the end of the day, but it's also like Ferrari. It's Ferrari. I'm gonna get rid of it. Yeet! That definitely went in. Okay, so this is a Lego car. The Lego McLaren car. So it's like they give you like a special stand for it. Unfortunately, in the plane, some of the bits and bobs have fallen off. So I'm going to try to rebuild it. Not rebuild it, but I'm gonna try to build the parts that are missing. So these are like the instructions. This is like in like all of the instructions of like how this was for free, by the way, if you couldn't tell. Yeah, these are like all the instructions of how to do it. They don't tell you how to build. No, they do. They tell you how to build a podium. But yeah, So it's missing the back wing. That back wing just like fell off. Oh. Okay. Sorry, I got a text from my mother. She's flying. But yeah, so it's the wing. Yeah, the wing is orange. So you just so it just snaps. This is what the car looks like, fully manufactured. And so then you sort of have to build the podium, not podium, like the stand. So the way this is working is, you sort of have this regular Lego block, and you sort of have this giant, like truly giant, flat thing It was an hour, and I want to say like 45. Was it like 45? Yeah, it was like 45. It was like an hour and 45 minutes. Not an hour, like, yeah, honestly, close to like an hour to 2 hours to just get in. But honestly, it was so worth it. Like, it was such a fun experience. The side wings, I know I have these on wrong, but dude, they were such a pain in the ass to put on. I had to ask this one dad who's helping his kid be like, sir, can you help me? Because I don't know what the heck to do. He was like, yeah, sure, man. Like, no problem, dude. And I was like, oh my god, you're a lifesaver. And so oh, wrong piece, wrong piece, wrong piece. Yeah, so he sort of helped me do it. So thank you, random white guy. I'm so sorry I don't remember your name. Um, is it this? No, it's not this. So these are just like extra pieces you could take. In case I'll show you what my design vision was for these. But so it says like to use this, and then there should be something. Oh yeah, so these two pieces. So they snap in like this, and then it looks like you want to place it in here like this, right? And then you have this Lego McLaren 2024 United States like thing. So you just like snap it in there like so, and then I think you just sort of sit the car on top of it like or is it like um, see, the problem that I'm having now, actually, no. I think, yeah, this makes a lot more sense. If this is how you're supposed to do it. I mean, it does look like you're supposed to do it this way, to be honest. Ah, yes. So there were two flat pieces that you were supposed to sort of... Yeah, there were two flat pieces that you're supposed to put down. But so this is what the front ring normally looks like. And so what I tried to do, which I am not... It's fine. It's whatever. But I tried to like do something like this. So this was the second item. Oh, whoa. Okay, so that was the second item. These are the instructions. I am going to throw them away because I don't think they should be disassembled anytime soon. So where did I'm gonna have to take care of all of that. That sucks, bro. That sucks. Oh, that was bad. So if you have Amex card there, you could get this free American Express bandana. I'm going to pin this up on my wall. Actually, hold on, let me leave it up for a little while just so you guys can sort of see. It says Austin, Texas. Let me actually, yeah. So it says American Express, Austin, Texas. It has like the cowboy ring. It has an F1 car in the middle. It's really nice. So I'm gonna like put this up in my room with a pin. I'll probably do it for another video once I have everything, because I have a poster that I want to show, but I can't frame it right now because the frame's on the way. Thank you, Amazon. Not sponsored. So as I was saying, so if you went to the American Express sort of thing that they were hosting, you first got assigned like who's your favorite, who's like your driver, like what's your driving style, and you had a quiz. And I was somehow won that quiz, and you could get this like free visor, like entirely for free. I can't put it on right now because of the beanie, but yeah. So you won this, and I won it. So yeah. Okay. So there's a couple of things that I want to speed through because my dad has to go to sleep, and I don't want to disturb him too much. So I got this McLaren hat that has 4 for Lando. I think I'm just gonna like leave it as this. And then I also got this Williams racing hat I don't wear hats. If you couldn't tell, like I usually have a turban on when I go to work. I always have it. I always have a turban on when I work, so I usually don't wear hats at all. So this is pretty much purely. Wait, hold up. Yeah, this is purely much only for. This is literally only for showpiece purposes. Um, okay, and so there was this American Express. It would give you this digital radio, which would sort of give you the same feed as you would if you're watching Grace, usually online. So it's this American Express radio, which hosts for the day of. So each day there was a different radio. I didn't use it because I wanted to keep it as a showpiece. Okay. As I was saying, there was another thing that I should look for, but you got this badge that says Smooth Driver. Or as I like to say, Smooth Operator. If you couldn't tell, I am a Carlos fanboy, and I am not ashamed to admit it. But yes, so there's also, I got these from the airport, not really F1 related, but I got this Texas Magnet and Austin Mist Tape. Kind of cute, you know. I was bored at the airport, so I thought maybe I'll just get it. But I also, this I had to buy. This I had to buy. So I had to buy the hats too, but this is this cool. So this is pretty much a clear bag that has the track of COTA. So I'm not gonna do all that. That's too much work. But yeah, so I'm gonna put a lot of this stuff back, except for the stuff that I'm going to like not show. So they were also giving out these ear muffs thingies, for in case when the race got like really loud in your eardrums so they don't burst. I didn't need them because honestly, the F1 cars aren't that fast. If we're like relatively at a higher row, it's not like your ears are bursting off. If you're going to the other events, like there was this Porsche event, there was endurance racing, those cars are loud as it was. They're so goddamn loud. Like holy shit. But yeah. If you ordered stuff from PacSun, I accidentally bought stuff online because I thought I'd get a free tote there, but apparently it has to be in store. So I just bought 2 things from PacSun for no reason. But anywho, anywho, um, Formula One, Austin, Texas, PacSun. This is a really good tote bag. Like, this is really good material. I'm not gonna use this. I'm literally, honestly thinking I'm literally just gonna pin it on my wall, which is crazy to think that you would waste a tote bag. Yes, I would waste a tote bag because it says Austin, Texas, Formula One on it. Stop judging me. Even though you're like, who the fuck are you? Like, whatever. If you couldn't tell, I like being extra sometimes. But yeah, speaking of the American Express experience, so it came in this thing, and so pretty much you could design your own livery. It's not that customizable. It's like pick color 1, pick color 2, pick a design. And I'm in a mango. There's also this video of that you could make of yourself. Like, you know how they have the victory poses? So I did like the number 1 that you do, and then I did the George Russell T pose, and then I did the the pose that I think it was, I forget whether it was Daniel, Carlos, or like the Toro Rosso boys, like the pose that they did. So I did all 3 of them. I have the video. I'm not sharing that to the internet because no. So this is my prized possession, one of them at least, from the GP, and I'm going to show this to you on camera because it was such. I had to. This is a poster. This is, oh god. I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to ruin it. The frame is coming soon, but it's Lewis Hamilton winning the Silverstone Grand Prix, and it says 9-time. He did it 8 times before. He's done it. It's a 9-time victory, and it's just such a special moment. It's such a special victory um, that I have this. A frame for this is coming in like 3 days from Amazon. I'll have it in another video because make content out of everything so that you have content. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I have. So oh god, so this is a Mercedes AMG Petronas bag. I'm not gonna say how much this is because it was a shit ton of money, but it's so worth it. And so you can hold it like this, like a tote bag, or how you can actually do it. It's a drawstring backpack, so you can literally just put this on your back. I mean, honestly, this is gonna sound like such a pygmy, but my usually day at work is like I take my laptop, I do engineering work, and then I come home. And so for me, this is really convenient for most days when I'm like, I don't need anything. I'm just gonna go there for a few hours, do some meetings, do some coding, and then come back. So this is really convenient for me on those days. And also, it's Mercedes AMG Petronas. Again, when Lewis leaves for Ferrari, am I gonna care about Mercedes? No, no. But I am gonna be like, if George does well, I'll be happy. I'll be happy for Kimi Antonelli though, 100% guaranteed. But there's also a pocket here, which I didn't know, which tells you exactly how much I thought before making this purchase. Not at all. I saw it, I wanted it, and I got it. Yes, yeah. Okay, so before I get into the nitty-gritty detail, I'm gonna have to do this in parts because I can only record for 30 minutes, and this video gonna be a long. But yeah, so they have this like pamphlet thing that they give you every single day on the race to sort of give you like a map. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be Daniel. There is a picture of him that looks exactly like it, so it was 100% going to be Daniel. R.I.P. I really wanted to see him, if I'm being honest, because it's Daniel and Ricciardo. Like, who doesn't want to see Daniel and Ricciardo? But anywho, screw you, Red Bull, or should I say Helen Marco? Anywho, so there's this one picture of all the driver lineups for this year. They obviously replaced Logan Sargent with Colapinto, and then Liam Lawson with Daniel Ricciardo. What's funny is there's a lot of Daniel Ricciardo going around. There's a lot of Daniel Ricciardo there. They were clearly meant like building something big up. He's in almost every single thing, every single media, and the prints. It's very clear it was supposed to be Daniel Ricciardo. He was supposed to get the keys to the city, and he said, "R.I.P. I've moved on." Not really, but that's that. What's also interesting is that there are a bunch of Williams dolls, and they all have Logan Sargent's face. They've tried very hard to hide the fact that his face is there, but it's very obvious. You can see his face. Like, they tried hiding it by connecting it with other tents. It didn't work out. But anyway, this is the map of the track. I'm trying to give you, like, all the, like, important tidbits, even though it's already happened. But yeah, so this is, like, the schedule for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And so I like how they have the concerts and the Formula One stuff, like bolded. My jaw hurts from talking. But they also had this. This was $20. You had to pay in cash. Like this notebook, not notebook, like this book for the Austin Grand Prix for 2024 official program, right? So they have, a Red Bull page. I sort of have this. I got this as sort of a. Yeah, I got this sort of as a, big remembrance, and as years go by, when I'm not at, a Grand Prix in the future, Hall of Fame, every single person who has won a Grand Prix, no, sorry, a championship, you have your Michael Schumacher, Fernando Alonso, Kimi Raikkonen, Jenson Button, Sebastian Vettel, Nico Rosberg, you have Lewis Hamilton, you have Max Verstappen, Villeneuve, I don't know who that is. Mika Häkkinen. There is Nigel Mansell, Ayrton Senna, Nicky Loud, Piquet, Nelson Piquet, James Hunt. There's Alan Jones, Kiki Rosenberg. I don't know if he's related to Nico Rosenberg or if that's just a quintessential name. They also have the Constructors' Cup, which is sad, but they also have like Eminem, on here. I forget. See,